Bickles.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know, Miss...
Oh, he's a good man. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter. He said, I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Enough to come in here alone.
Expelliarmus.
Reductor! Expelliarmus! How does that feel? Taking the crowd, this one! Reductor! 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 Still you little maggot!
Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Reductor!
Expelliarmus. Imperial.
Reductor!
Expelliarmus.
Don't think you're going to what? I shot Angie.
Bombarda.
I'm just warming up.
Imperial.
As you wish.
Someone over there!
Real quick, though. Dive. You come to the wrong place, child.
Expelliarmus.
Crucio!
Protego. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Done!
Flash for inspiration. I'm not done with you.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Jucus totalis. Crucible.
What are you, shy? We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Imperial.
Give it back!
Crucible.
such a thing to me. Oh dear, fighting with plants, are we? Oh, you could hide from me, did ya?
Bombarder! Study on us!
What have you done?
Bombarder! He must be here somewhere. Mr. Rabe.
You spoke with my what?
Worried about?
These locks. I need you to...
Use mine.
I need mine.
I shall do my best.
It's nearby.
Understood.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon the lock. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Hello, Hamura. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not... to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon. You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
I should investigate.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rook?
They are. Have a look at the map.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in. How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Now here's Professor Fig.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have... And Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see.
And sir...
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other. He liked her.
I don't know what to say. I want to hear more.
Believe it or not.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope. She's taken to back...
I see.
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear...
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this right.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding...
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
It's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his...
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some...
I see. But, sir, if I may, I've heard unsettling to confronting Ranrock's loyalists...
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. I mean, I shall keep an eye on...
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. Good. That'll be all, Weasley.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig?
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what...
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master.
Obviously.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
Yes, I told you. You're very clever. Clever? How offensive.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking.
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber.
I suspect there will...
Your suspicions are correct.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
When I could, I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. Come and leave. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Bombarder! Revelio. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Deposit! Potato! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defaulter! Descender! Potato! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Defender! Bombarder! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Potato! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Protego! Defender! Bombarder! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Protego! Bombarder! This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear sweet Neve.
Neve! We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of a...
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must...
I am.
Please...
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power.
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to...
I can assure you, Professor, I do. He has learned to harness the contents of it.
I see. I shall require time.
It seems I heard what you told Professor Bacard.
She was. And she pulled...
Monstrous.
What?
The repository.
Possibly.
5 names.
Precisely.
If the Keepers...
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now...
I knew it.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
You can't imagine.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry.
She has not. Harlow is as strong. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home. One of them saw me, just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted, and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me, and was hit, as he fell, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault?
He died protecting me. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but a few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty.
He was. We all have our burdens.
Yes.
Exactly. Soon, and once he is gone, we are making progress. And we... Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my...
He was wearing a woolen jumper and knitted.
No.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph! My dear, dear brother!
I could use some...
beseech you for some assistance?
Hello.
Oh, thank God. I was hoping so. You see, I need to...
Diving into the lake.
Splendid!
What do you need help?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, they never returned.
I'm so sorry.
We can't be sure. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from a treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some...
It sounds...
I understand. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged... My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace.
Oh, how incredible!
I did.
It will. Thank you so... You do well to... Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Have you rescued the Thestals and purchased the spellcraft for the breeding pen?
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
A lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What?
Protego!
Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to...
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the... That's when I realized something.
We just need to get Anne to the catacomb and what?
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only...
And we have to keep all...
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would...
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the Ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to...
Good luck with Ominous.
I shall let you know when the... See you soon.
What will I do without her?
I'm told that last Clement... Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. You've a good head for business, haven't you? Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf. Welcome. Go on in.
Fascinating.
Excuse...
Oh, yes. Madam Alf.
Nice to meet you.
You know you. My husband. I stumbled.
An archaic...
You see, my husband, the man was in, perhaps.
If I happen...
Ah, this...
Mine now, demi-guys. I should look into the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Revelio. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around here? I suppose I should try to find all the vases. Revelio. I think there should only be a few more vases. Revelio. I'm nearly finished. One more vase. That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened. Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Mrs. Twiddle?
Oh, really?
Yes. I had to destroy a number of...
Well done. Oh, well, my cure. Oh, my husband would be
Protego.
so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
Wonder who lives here.
Thank you again for finding my dear. Thank you again for finding my dear Archie. I honestly don't know what I would do without.
It's you! Thank you again for saving me. I'll never forget you.
I never thought Grandma.
Excuse me? Hello?
Hello? There's a voice coming from that well.
Can you help me?
Is someone down there?
Down there? I beg your pardon. I'm here. There's no one here but me. Some thoughtless wretch casually tossed a bit of parchment into me and it caught. If you could please take it.
Seems to be some sort of map.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a relief. I hope the map serves you well. At least better than it did me.
This place has seen better days.
Stolen by others now.
That's proper people, that is!
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Reparo. Revelio.
There's something about that tree.
Levioso!
Interesting way to hide some treasure. Could it be? Expelliarmus! Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.